Hello, my name is Gabriel and today I'm going to be filming a Christmassy tag, hence the hat. So the tag I'm doing today is the Christmas Carol book tag, and this was originally created by Samantha from Novels and Nonsense. Her links are down below. Basically, she joined a bunch of Christmas carols and made them into book-related questions. I have 12 of them to answer. We all know how much I like to talk, so let's get started. Question number 1 is deck the halls and state a few of your favorite covers. In case you haven't noticed, I am a cover adorer. When I see a beautiful cover, I just stop whatever I'm doing and I admire it for a couple of seconds. Most of them I don't even own and haven't even read yet, but just the cover is gorgeous. Some of them include These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman. I just absolutely adore this cover. It's completely gorgeous. Nightshade by Andrea Kremer, which is up there, but I'm not going to take it out for fear of letting the books fall yet again. So the image is going to be here. I really like this cover as well. Plus One by Elizabeth Fama, that one is also really pretty. 8,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. Oh my god, that cover is just whoa. And I really like possibly my favorite book cover ever, Across the Universe by Beth Revis. Just, I can't with how beautiful this cover is. Okay guys, just whoa. Number 2 is Let It Snow, a book that takes place in a cold land or in winter. The thing is, I have actually never read, and if I've read, I really clearly don't remember. I've never really picked up a book that takes place in winter or is about winter. I don't know, guys. I'm just going to switch the question around and make it a movie instead of a book. And one of my favorite Christmas movies is Love Actually, and you probably know what movie I'm talking about, but this movie is absolutely insane. This joins up a lot of stories and a lot of people, and and how their Christmas goes and how it interlocks with everyone else's Christmas. But my favorite arc in that movie is the one with the Portuguese lady, because she is one of my favorite actresses and singers from Portugal. I really like her, and I just don't remember her name. It's so embarrassing, but I will probably leave it here. She appears in the movie and she talks Portuguese, and the guy who I also forgot the name, when he's Colin Firth. The guy's Colin Firth. She teaches him to speak Portuguese, and that I just really like that part of the movie. That little part of Love Actually, because the rest is just insanity. Number 3, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, a book where the main character is kind of a misfit. For this one, I'm going to go with Amy Cahill from the 39 Clues series, which I own. It's on the opposite side of the room. Amy Cahill is a person who is shy and really likes to read, and so usually people like us, we're always kind of misfits, so definitely her. She just doesn't feel comfortable around other people. She prefers being in a library over being absolutely anywhere else, so we all relate. Number 4, Holly Jolly Christmas, a book that makes you happy. I don't really know what's wrong with us teenagers, but we usually read books that are brutal and just not happy. It's really rare that I find a book that actually makes me feel happiness. I'm looking at my books right now, and there is absolutely none that made me feel happiness. Not one. The closest thing to happy that I ever read was this. This book is just, I am tired, seriously, of talking about this book. Something happened in this book that is really bad, but by the end, this book made me feel so much, and I just love it to pieces, so definitely These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. Number 5, The Christmas Song, which is a carol I have never heard. Your favorite Christmas story? Now, I don't really know, but I'm going to go with The Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen. I read this book fairly recently. I hope that is a grammarly safe sentence. I don't even know. Whatever. I read this book, and it's not about Christmas, but it's very wintry, and it obviously reminds you of Christmas, so definitely that one. Number 6, Frosty the Snowman, a book character who seemed icy and cold on the outside, but is actually a warm person. Tobias from the Divergent series. I mean, the beginning of Divergent, Tobias is rock hard. You know, 4 is just off limits to everyone. But by the end of the novel, of the trilogy actually, just Tobias is one of my favorite male protagonists. I really like him. He's actually a very warm person, so definitely for Tobias Eaton. Yes. Up on the Housetop, another Christmas Carol I have never heard. A book that you love so much you would shout from the rooftops. I've mentioned a lot of my favorite books, and besides The Hunger Games, definitely Cinder. I really liked Cinder, so that one, by Marissa Meyer. I apologize if the lighting is different, if my clothes are different. Long story short, I filmed this tag in 2 videos and I lost the second one, so here I am refilming it again for you guys. At least I still have the hat. Question number 8 is Santa Claus is coming to town. Name a character that looks after another character. I know I just went with this book, but I want to say Cinder and Aiko because Cinder looks after Aiko, and I found myself really liking the relationship these two had in the novel. I'm really anxious to see where it goes. Number 10, The Holly and the Ivy, yet another Christmas Carol I have never heard. Show a book that has red and green on the cover. The thing is, I have no one book that has distinctly red and green on the cover, so I'm going to cheat. The second and third book in the 39 Clues series actually form a puzzle, and maybe you can't see it in the camera because of the crappy quality. In this one you can see some of the shattered glass, and in this one you can see some of the swords used in this one, and I found that really cool. So these 2 books, definitely. Number 10, Silent Night. Pick your favorite classic book. I have recently answered that I don't really have a favorite classic book. I have read The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I have tried to get into Gulliver's Travels, but unfortunately I couldn't. One classic that I really want to read is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I don't really know when I'm going to get around to it. Classics are so available and accessible to audiences and readers, but just I'm not feeling the classic thing right now, and I'm not sure when I will, so maybe one day in the near future, I'm hoping. Number 11, Baby It's Cold Outside, your favorite romantic book couple. I can't find the book. Lilac and Tarver, need I say more? They are just so effing perfect. This is without the dust jacket because I take off the dust jacket. When I read a hardcover book, I'm just really deathly afraid of ruining the dust jacket, especially the one for These Brooklyn Stars, because that cover is just insanely gorgeous. And lastly, the most wonderful time of the year. Name your favorite Christmas tradition. In Portugal, people don't do Christmas very different, save for the fact that we eat codfish at Christmas Eve supper. The whole family gathers around the table and eats on the 24th of December, which I don't really think is different from anyone else. But something that I did last year, and I definitely did this year, and something that I want to continue doing for a very long time, is buying books for Christmas. That just fills me with joy when I can buy a large amount of books. Just having the simple fact that I will have books for a very long time, well, you know, maybe a week, which is longer than usual, but still, I will have a lot of books that I would really love, and that thought alone really makes me happy. And so this year I bought books, next year I'll buy books, and I will continue to buy books until I don't feel like buying books, which is probably never going to happen. Last year I got The Fault in Our Stars for Christmas. This year I'm getting like 10 books, and that is just insanity. It's not yet here because maybe they're not yet here, but I will probably be filming a Christmas book haul, which I'm really excited to film. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned for the other Christmas tags I have planned to film. I hope you have a wonderful pre-holiday week, whatever. Stay awesome. Goodbye. And just simply the fact, simply having I can't speak, help me. Character that, so I apologize if the lighting and my,
I apologize if the lighting is different, if my clothes are different. I apologize.
Can't start the effing video. I apologize. Different if the lighting is different.